I suggest you find her best friend, do everything you can to get her up. And then once you got her, you try and have a threesome, and then that's when your relationship fails. And your life will go down the drain. And you will come back and you'll punch me because you took my shitty advice.
That's one. You owe another shitty advice.
That was a major shitty advice, man. That's major. I don't tell that to just nobody, man. I have regular shitty advice for $1. Two something, man. I'm giving you shitty advice that will affect your life. Straight up, man. That's how it is. I had to come up with that right then and there too.
Well, that's your job, right? That's your time of having fun.
Yeah, like I've done stand-up comedy. Like I love it. I've done it high on acid. Stand there. It's a one-sided conversation with the crowd. That's all it is. And every once in a while, you can have interaction with the crowd. So I'm an interaction comedian. Is what it's like called, whatever. Like different stories to different people. You know, like I just asked you like some random question, like, do you have a girlfriend? And I just popped up in my head, you know, something I could say that drastically, you know. It's all, you know, fun and games, man. I travel. I've been everywhere in Canada hitchhiking. You know, I do this everywhere.
Go to Times Square.
What?
Go to Times Square.
I'm not allowed in the United States of America.
Okay. You gave too much shitty advice.
Oh man, I'm going to Europe after Montreal. I've been everywhere in Canada. Montreal is my last stop. Are you recording me?
Yeah.
That is awesome, man. Like,
I had to record the shitty advice.
Oh man, it's beautiful. I think.
So we'll remember it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I've been everywhere in Canada, ocean to ocean to ocean. Pacific, Atlantic to the Arctic, man. I've put my hands on the North Pole and then sat down, whipped out a propane tank, torch, butter knife, and smoked hash.
That's what I forgot to fucking bring today. I have to bring hash.
Man, like,
got it.
People say, you know, like, I travel everywhere, all over Canada. Like, I don't have a passport. That's why I'm in Montreal, closest international airport to Canada. I'm literally just gonna fucking go hang out.
What's your favorite place in Canada you've been?
Dawson City, Yukon. Straight up, I will admit that.
Dawson City, Yukon.
Yeah, man.
Your favorite place in all of Canada?
Other than Montreal, but I'm in Montreal now, you know?
Yukon's pretty cold, right?
I'm from Saskatchewan. I love the cold. You know? Like, I just go through life, having fun, chilling out, meeting people, spreading peace and love. My tent there, man, everybody's
giving shitty advice.
Yeah, you know? Like, life is a game. I told myself a long time ago, I will never have a desk job. I plan on being single my entire life. And I do not plan on living past 35, honestly.
And how old are you now?
26.
You got another 9 years, you said?
Yeah. Like, the way my travels are going, like, I'll be in Bangkok, Thailand in like 6 years, like 7 years from now. The way my life is going. When I leave Montreal a year and a half from now, 5 years. I want to touch the Atlantic Ocean 3 times, 3 different countries. On my fucking zigzagging around the fucking Europe. And then I want to go to fucking Bangkok, Thailand. If I make it out of Bangkok, Thailand, I'm taking a very nice long walk. And, you know, figuring out what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. Because I don't plan past Bangkok. Sure, I want to...
Don't fucking die in Bangkok.
What?
Don't fucking die in Bangkok.
Aishi, that's what it is.
No, like, here's the thing.
That's why they call it Bangkok.
Yeah, like, I honestly don't plan on walking over that city alive. I believe that is where I will end my life. You know, and I don't want you guys to feel bad or feel sorry for me or say that's fucking ignorant. Like, I chose this dream when I was very young. Like, I knew what I was going to do with my life and I knew exactly how I was going to live it. But when I have a role model to go after. Jesus! Even though I do not believe in the fucking person.
He doesn't have shitty advice.
Yeah, I do not believe in the person Jesus Christ. Even though I wear this. And this glows in the dark. That's just awesome. Like, this, like, honestly, man, like, I just, like, honestly, like, just look at the person Jesus was, and not the organization behind it. One person going around helping out everybody he can, you know, if he could help you, he would. Simple as that. Like, I just live my life by that, man. Like, last Sunday, I broke my record for how many people I had in my tent. How many people do you think I had in my tent?
I don't know, but I see this tent here every week. I come here every week.
That's my tent.
So if I ever want to hotbox it, you're the
You're
one?
welcome. I even have a tarp to put in between the fly and the fucking tent. I see you not, man. Straight up.
Well, like, we could use that like 2 weeks ago when it was raining.
Yeah, but like, honest, no.
It's here every week, right?
Yeah.
I've seen you every week.
Like, and it was raining. How many people do you think I had in my tent?
Well,
Enough.
17 people and a dog.
on a dog.
Yeah, straight up a dog. And I honestly, I have a no dog rule in my tent. But in a sense, it also depends on who the owner is. But I love dogs. Even though I'm scared of dogs, I love dogs. I pretty much say yes to anybody. If somebody came to my tent like, yo, can I come in with my dog? I'd be like, yes. It's fucking raining.
You sleep here?
I crash like right here. I don't set up my tent because it's like an $800 and some odd fine for actually camping on the mountain. Plus being in a park, you know. But if I don't have my tent, I'm just sleeping here. They don't bother me. Cops drive by, you know, it's all right.
So you sleep like you use your tent as a, like.
No, I have a hitchhiking pack with my tent at the bottom of it, and that's my pillow. I have my Snuggie. Yeah. I have my Snuggie. I got a fucking sleeping bag that folds to like literally like this. It's like 7-8 inches, but like round as that. I can go like this all the way around my tent. Or my sleeping bag looks like that. You know, like when you travel around the world, you need like there's no extra weight. Like you're always carrying this stuff around, always. So it's gotta have a use, and you don't want it to weigh too much.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So it's like.
So this is all you live off? Like shitty advice? $1?
No, man, I get my free money check once a month.
Oh, okay.
I love my free money check.
I understand.
It helps, you know. I bought the tent with that. I bought supplies that I need.
But you need an address, no?
It's called Sacramento. It's this place on St. Catherine Street. It's a homeless person's address.
Oh, yeah?
They have like 15,000 fucking little mailboxes like this. And you're just another number to them.
Good to know.
I never even heard of that.
Yeah. St. Catherine's and Bullion. It's right by a church there. It's called Sacado. And it's like, but
Yeah,
west.
I've seen the place.
How did you discover this place?
Well, I slept on the mountain, and I got woken up by cops. And I showed them my ID, and due to the fact that it's expired, they cut it in half.
Oh yeah.
Saskatchewan, the only thing I had was my name and picture on it. They cut it in half, and they took it. And they were like, all right, well, you're old enough to go to this place. So they dropped me off at a place called Refusion Tree. And then I crashed there, and then from there, fucking, I woke up. I crashed there the night, and I ended up fucking chilling, meeting some people, and then I went and applied for welfare. I met some people, and I've been on welfare ever since. Now, I actually paid rent somewhere. I moved out because I wasn't happy. I was there 18 days. I even got part of I got my damage and part of my rent back. Like, I'm happy outside. Like, medically, it's so much better for me. Wake up, breathe fresh air.
At least in the summer, but what are you gonna do in the winter in Montreal?
Snow is the best insulation. It is. You find a camping spot.
Maybe in Dawson City, Yukon.
No,
but
never in the mountain.
not here.
Maybe in like some off area, somewhere around Angry Grong, or like at the end of the metro area, like where it goes, like past that. You know, because it's got to solidify. Now, if I did that with this tent, I would literally like, you know, boil water and then cool it down so it's cold water, and then I would make an igloo. Do you know how to make an igloo?
I can possibly think of more how to do.
I can watch a how-to YouTube video.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. Like I did it.
You gotta make sure that shit don't collapse on you.
That's why you use snow as insulation. You ice it. You put this layer of snow and then it ices and then it all compacts. So there's actually a layer between the tent and the snow. You know? Like it'll start off with snow on the tent, but it'll compact to ice that's just right above it. You just ice the whole thing and leave yourself a door.
And for heating.
Heating? There's all different ways of doing that. You have propane heat, which I prefer not to use because, you know, like, breathe it in. Unless, you know, say, like my igloo had chimney, you know, which isn't actually that bad of an idea. I've used it once, I haven't used it like 4 times. It's not really worth it. You know, like also you make sure you have the supplies you need to survive. You know, sleeping blankets, fucking, you know, little coil heaters that are like oxygen safe, like so you're not breathing in harsh chemicals. I can light one of these little coils and I'll be warm for like 10 hours inside the day. Yeah, like I've been hitchhiking since I was 12. I'm 26 now. I've been all over Canada. Like I've touched the North Pole. It's like it's just, you know, you gotta know how to survive when there's nothing. Like I refuse to talk to them. One's a crackhead, and when I handed my mom, my parents split when I was like 8 years old, just before. And when I was just before, like 6 months before I turned 18, I told my dad to go apply for child support. A verbal slap or fucking like paper slap to my mom, a slap in the face. You're like, no, you didn't charge for fucking child support for the last 10 years, here's 6 months. I handed her the papers myself. She slapped me and told me to suck her dick. My mother. Yeah.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah. My dad, the only place I ever called home. We sold for crack. Spent $36,000 on crack in 28 days. My dad is 6'5", like almost 500 pounds, fucking all fucking muscle fat. And he beat the fuck out of me when he ran out of money. That was it. And he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I just lost the only place I ever called home. Everything I ever owned. All I have is literally the clothes on my back and whatever fucking shit I had in my backpack. And I changed my life from there. I started smoking weed on my 8th birthday. My dad sold his house. I sold the house when I was almost just after I turned 19. And fucking, you know, I still haven't touched a chemical drug until I was almost 22. Just before I was 22, I started doing ecstasy, and then I did ketamine and acid, and then, you know what, I'm not gonna lie, I sniffed coke, I've smoked crack, I've put a needle in my arm. You know, I believe in 3 simple things: willpower, self-control, and moderation. That's it. If you believe in that, you yourself can overcome anything you want to do. Like, it's just the way life
Not some bad advice. What drug were you looking for today? You were like running around with the free advice and you're like MDMA, okay.
Yeah. You know?
It's an alright drug, I guess.
Yeah, you know, and don't lose control of your drugs. Like I've grinded away 3 teeth, 2.5 teeth. I got a gap right here. It's fucking like that big of me grinding away my teeth. Like,
how did you grind them? What drug were you on when you grinded them?
MDMA and ecstasy.
Really?
Yeah. And it's like you're grinding your teeth because, you know, you're high, and it's like I literally lost 2.5 teeth.
You must have done a lot of that shit.
I have. Like I've literally lost control, but I've brought myself back. And when I started losing the back part of my teeth, that's when it like really shifted in my mind. And then I decided to do something stupid. I transferred to another drug. I went to ketamine.
Ketamine, I like ketamine.
Yeah, ketamine's awesome. It's still my favorite drug. But
it makes you feel like you're drunk.
No, it does. But I used to do it just for the K-hole, the psychological, you're tranquilized, your brain is off.
That's horrible.
I was sniffing average a ½ ounce a week. And not spitting on my drips, swallow. I was pissing kidney stones. And at that point, I took a break. Like my body told me, like, you keep doing this, you're dead. Yep. Yeah, like, and then I've smoked crack. I've let myself go hard on it, and I literally just took my pipe and I threw it at Buddy's wall, and I smashed. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "I quit." And literally, it was almost a year and a half before I did it again. And then, you know, and then I fucking went to my sister's at the beginning of the year, smoked a little bit of crack there. I've been in Montreal for 6 months, and I told myself I wasn't going to spend more than $100 on crack in 6 months. I'm at $80, and I'm below what I told myself I would spend my money on. You know? Like, I was afraid of needles before I came to Montreal. Now I'm not. Since I came to Montreal, I have 2 needles in my hand. I can admit that. I'm not proud or ashamed of it. You know, you need to learn. Like, I've loved these drugs for a long time, and I love to do drugs seen before, and like I've been all fucked up, and I've had people take care of me. And it's like I know what it's like. So you know, it's just oh man, I love life. I think I still have.
Dude, I'll say this: I've been recording you this whole time. It's been interesting.
Oh man, that's
when I review this tomorrow, I'll be like,
yeah man, throw it on YouTube and shit.
You give me permission to do that?
I give you permission to do that.
Really?
Yeah.
This might make you look bad, or no?
I don't give a fuck. I am an
you know, you're being very open to the camera now. I don't want to exploit you in any way.
I'm a very open and honest person. Take my advice and fuck up your own life and do what you want to do. You know, I've learned to fuck up. I had to fuck up to learn not to fuck up. You know, like you gotta reach that point. You know, and be like I've learned. And it's like you gotta learn, man. And the day you like YOLO, you only live once. Fuck that. YOLO, you only die once. You live every fucking day.
True.
You know, that's the way life should be, man.
You only die once. You live every day.
Yeah. I want to go buy some truck, man. Peace out to the world.
Take care, man. Thanks for letting me record you.
How long was that video?
It was about 15 minutes long.
That's fucking cool, man.
16:08. Still recording.
Oh shit, you should yeah man, you should add me to Facebook, but
what's your Facebook name?
Not on the video.